Washington. What's the deal? It's your boy, OuttaTownWayne. I'm back again. Class is now in session. And for those who are attending, hello. Welcome, thank you. Welcome back. Any new subscribers, welcome. This is the OuttaTownWayne show. And I'm OuttaTownWayne. And I've been getting on here consistently and just having conversations with y'all, man, about really just improving self and manifesting a reality. And because there's a lot of us that, you know, that want to do things and don't get to do it because they're not believing in themselves. So I'm here to share, you know what I'm saying, share my journey with y'all. You know, I am an artist, you know, I do music. I also have my own brand, Shiny Aura Club. Let me see if y'all I'm actually wearing it. It's my brand right here. Shiny Aura Club, man. ShinyAuraClub.com. Tap in with that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just wanted to get on here again, man. Talk to you guys. Another class, another episode of the OuttaTownWayne show. In the OuttaTownWayne University. I think that's what my school. I don't know if my school is gonna be called OuttaTownWayne University, but you know, eventually I'm gonna have a school. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanna just spread the knowledge, man, spread the wisdom. But today, I think it's important that we talk about discipline and having restraint, having the discipline to achieve your goals. Like, it's just not easy. You know what I mean? When you going after something and you trying to bring something into this creation, you trying to bring creation into this realm, into this reality, it takes discipline. It takes discipline. And the discipline that it takes starts with your mind. You got to be disciplined in the mind before you can be disciplined in the physical, disciplined in your body. So, man, practicing self-restraint. And how's it going? How you doing? How you doing, man? Welcome back. Welcome back. Practicing self-restraint is going to get you further in life. You know, when you just doing anything, you don't have a routine, you don't have nothing written down, you don't have no schedule, you don't got no set eating times. What are you even doing? What are you doing with yourself? You're not going to accomplish nothing. Like, you're not going to accomplish anything if you don't have no discipline. You got to get disciplined and write your goals down if you want to bring them into this reality. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome. This is the OuttaTownWayne show. You know, like and subscribe, follow. Like I said, these streams is about bringing creation into reality. You know, going after your goals, manifesting. I'm just trying to give techniques. I'm giving techniques. You know what I mean? To actually go out there and make your dreams come true. And I've been getting on here consistently, and I've been just sharing some things that have helped me along the way. I'm an artist. I do music. My name is OuttaTownWayne. Like I said, I'm OuttaTownWayne. It's the OuttaTownWayne show. I got different vlogs. How you doing? Welcome back. So right now, today, I'm talking about discipline. If you want to create your reality, you need to be disciplined. If you want to be successful, you need to be disciplined. You know what I mean? Nobody's going to be successful if they don't have some sort of discipline. You got to have a regimen. You got to, and if you want to be very successful, you got to be like this. Like, you got to have your ducks in order. You got to have a schedule. You got to have a diet. Because everything you do means something. It matters. You know, like whatever you're putting into your body, whatever you're speaking aloud, it matters. And you wanna you wanna get to the point where you you're consistently improving yourself. You're consistently bettering yourself. You're consistently finding new things to incorporate into becoming the best version of yourself. So it starts with being disciplined with your thoughts. If you don't have balance within your thoughts, then your life and your reality will become chaotic. So, training your thoughts, training your mind to quiet and calm your thoughts is what makes you successful. You can't be out here just taking in anything, any information. You can't be out here just listening to anything. You can't be out here just watching anything. You can't be out here just eating anything. You can't be out here just talking to any person. I mean, you can, but you're not going to be successful. So we got to be careful and cautious with the things that we put inside our eyes. We got to be careful and cautious with the things that we put inside our body. We got to be mindful of the thoughts that we're thinking. We got to be mindful of the places that we're spending our time. We got to be mindful of the people that we surround ourselves with. And once you get to that point where you're paying attention all the time, you're becoming more aware, you're becoming more perceptive of your environment. Becoming more perceptive of your environment, and you're being more cautious with and more mindful of your day-to-day life, then you begin to excel. Things start opening up. You know, what do you want to do is the first thing. You know, you got to really figure out, what do you want your reality to look like? And you got to be very specific with that. Do you want to live in the mountains? Do you want to live by a beach? How are you spending your days? Are you working hard for your money, for your lifestyle, or are you relaxing? Are you making money while you sleep? Do you have a family? Are you single? What kind of car are you driving? All of this stuff matters, because that's what you need to see every single day when you're creating your reality. No matter if you live with your mom and dad, no matter if you got a 1-bedroom apartment that you can barely afford. You need to be seeing your reality as if you're already living in these conditions. You got to be able to see it so well that you can feel it. You can feel the car. You can feel the house. You know, you got to know what it feels like to open your door. What kind of door do you have? Do you have a door that you press the keypad and it opens up? Or do you have a door where you walk up and you put your hand up, you wave and do a gesture and it opens? You know, we're living in the future. We're living in 2025. All things are possible. So we got to be mindful that right now, at this time, things are manifesting rapidly. We're in a time where you manifest and it comes like that. If you're on that frequency, you're manifesting like that. So what do you want to manifest? What do you want to create? Because don't waste no time. Start creating now. What you see right now, or whatever you see right now, is all because of what you created. So if you want to change it, then change it now. Don't procrastinate. Be disciplined. Is eating McDonald's chicken nuggets every day and is eating Wendy's and a bag of Cheetos and some hot fries and a Sprite every day. Is that the recipe? Is that the diet of a god? And you think that's what kings eat? You think kings sit there and eat hot Cheetos all day? You think the most successful people right now is eating hot Cheetos and eating French fries? No, they're not. And if you want to become like these people and become successful, then you need to start being mindful of what you're consuming, because what you put in your body is who you become. That's who you are. So what is a hot Cheeto? What is a Dorito? I don't know either. It's like a whole bunch of chemicals and shit. A whole bunch of bullshit. And that's what you want to put in your body. So also, what are you watching? You know, you just scrolling through Instagram and you're at the bottom of Instagram. Don't get me wrong, social media could be very positive. There's a lot of positive messages on social media. There's a lot of positive things out there on social media, but we got to be mindful of how much time that we are consuming with social media, because, you know, all things, you know, in moderation. Are you spending more time on social media than you are with your goals? Because that hour or two that you spent scrolling on social media, you could have used that time to put back into your dreams, put back into your ambition, into your self-improvement. You know, all it takes is 30 minutes, 15, take 15 minutes to stream. Take 15 minutes to write down a song, 20 minutes to write down some, jot some artwork, or 20 minutes into prepping a strategy for your business. So we definitely need to just be more mindful of what we're doing every single day and how we're spending our time, and being more disciplined with our day-to-day process. You know what I mean? So even with myself, man, I'm being more consistent every single day. I'm working on it every day. I'm working out. I'm fasting. I'm intermediate fasting. I really don't listen to too much other people's music, man. I'm focused on my own music. I love music, but right now I'm so focused on creating. I don't really want to just be listening to a whole bunch of different music. So I just try to just focus on what I'm doing and focus on what I'm creating, what I'm bringing into this realm, what I'm bringing into this reality. So discipline is key. Discipline is key. You gotta be disciplined. You gotta have self-restraint. Not just to accomplish your goals, but once you receive your goals, you need to be disciplined to be able to keep it. Once you reach your goals, or you start acquiring more money, you start getting into these spaces that you've always wanted to be in, you start getting in these rooms that you wanted to be in. How do you maintain it? You maintain it by being disciplined. You maintain it by reflecting that vibration, by staying on that frequency. I've been up and down so many times, and I've learned that I needed to have balance. I've seen a lot of money. I've lost a lot of money. I've been in a lot of different rooms, and I may have lost out on opportunities because I wasn't vibrating at that frequency consistently. I might have got where I wanted to be and then got lazy. I had a cheat day, started eating a certain type of food, and then that cheat day turned into a cheat week, and that cheat week turned into a month. So we gotta stay consistent with ourselves and our discipline. Like I don't believe in cheat days anymore, man. What's the reason to cheat? Why are we cheating? You know what I mean? shouldn't cheat on yourself. You don't want to get cheated on, so why are we having cheat days? You know what I mean? We need to be more disciplined and be more consistent. Now, don't get me wrong. This is a time. It takes a period of time to get there. You're not gonna just be like that overnight, but we need to keep getting up. Every time you fall, you get back up. You don't stay in that frequency. You don't stay down. When you fall, you get back up and you try it again. You dust yourself off and you go back for it again. You know, we don't stay in the energy of failure. Even if you fail, we're gonna fail. You're gonna fail a million times. You're gonna fall a million times. But keep getting up. Keep going back at it. If you cheated on your diet, okay, if you messed up, you relapse, do better the next day. Make up for it the next day. If you're on your semen retention journey and you relapse, man, try again tomorrow. Don't just go down a downward spiral of just wasting your energy. You know what I mean? So I feel like people give up on themselves too easy. You know, they fall or they mess up, and next thing you know, they give up. And that's how people wind up they living with regret because they gave up on themselves when things got hard. We gotta just give ourselves grace and realize sometimes we're not going to be at 100%, but if we're at 50% today, okay, and what can we do to be at 60% tomorrow? What can we do to get to 70? It's just baby steps, but it takes discipline, and the discipline starts in your mind. You got to be disciplined in your mind first. So that's what I wanted to talk about. That's my message. Like I said, I'm gonna keep telling you guys until it's stuck inside your brain. I'm OuttaTownWayne. This is my channel. My channel is about my journey doing music and doing art and being a content creator. And I also want to teach. I want to spread the wisdom, and I'm out here getting the knowledge, doing research, studying, and taking it in, and I'm bringing it back to the people, giving it back, because we've been gatekeep for too long. You know what I mean? It's 2025. It's the age of Aquarius, and that means it's the age of knowledge. Knowledge is now abundant. You got the whole world in your hands. So whatever I can do, whatever I can say to spread that vibration of abundance and wealth and love and vitality, I will. That's what I'm on. And at the same time, I'm achieving my goals. I'm becoming abundant. I'm becoming wealthy. I'm a multimillionaire. You know what I mean? And I'm speaking that into existence. But I'm not just speaking it. This is not something. This isn't just self-help. This is action. This is self-action. I'm doing these things every single day. I'm getting on here every single day and being consistent, going live with you guys. I'm consistently dropping more content. I'm consistently making more music, and I'm sharing my journey with you guys. So, man, that's it for now. I might get back on here a little later because it's so early. I was just feeling it. I was on the run. I got up early, moved around, handled some business, and I just wanted to get back on here and tap in with you guys, man. So, yeah, OuttaTownWayne, go stream me on all streaming platforms. Subscribe, press the subscription button, press the notification bell, and tap in with your boy, man. And I'll be back. Peace.